We are a non-violent, non-confrontational, and most importantly, non-judgmental community safety patrol. Volunteer-driven, community-based. We've just been out in the community, very committed. I think we did 21,000 hours of service last year. We're looking at about 30,000 hours of service this year, and we are out on the streets 5 and 6 days a week in 3 different communities, operating our community safety patrols, and we're just trying to connect with the community and rebuild the community that we once had from the inside out. What I've found in my lifetime is that you cannot impose healing on a community. The community needs to be responsible for that healing, and we've seemed to have found a way to do that.
And when you say patrol, what does that include? I mean, are you doing the work that local police should be doing? Are you doing more than that? What does that mean?
We are trying to we're not trying to replace the police. We're trying to reduce the need for their service. We want to see less of our people going to jail in handcuffs. We want to see less of our people going to hospital in ambulance because of violence, and we want to see less of our children being taken into CFS care. So we act as a support. We try to de-escalate critical situations before they become a police issue, before CFS needs to be called. That's our role.
For a group of community leaders to have this effect and to be welcomed into neighborhoods where people have challenges, you must have some credibility. There must be a reason people trust you.
Yeah.
Who are you? Like, why James? Why is James welcome into these neighborhoods you're talking about?
Well, first and foremost, my house is right there. I live right here in the community. I live, work, and volunteer here. I'm also a 4 times convicted felon. I was a bouncer in all the native clubs here in the community. So I've been working with this community for most of the last 20 years. At first in the wrong way. I was the bouncer at the Stock Exchange Hotel. I was a coke dealer while I was there. But I tried to have an ethic even then. I wouldn't sell to people that didn't need it. If it was too much, I would stop them and things like that. I don't know if that's really relevant, but now what I'm doing is the credibility. I was always a gentle, kind person. When I was bouncing in the bar, I tried not to hurt people that didn't need to. I was an anti-bully. I stopped people from being victimized, and I'm just carrying that work forward here in a different way, where I'm just trying to stop people from being victimized, trying to empower our community, and I guess I have credibility because of my long years in the community already. What we're trying to do is de-escalate critical incidents before they become a police matter. But when they are full on a police matter, because we don't go hands on and things like that, then we step back and we call 911. Yeah, and like one of the problems is the relationship that we've had, or that the community has had with the Winnipeg Police over the years, has not always been productive or supportive. So if somebody would call and say there's a fight happening or something like that, stupid questions were asked. Like, is it a mutual fight? Like, that matters, right? We want to see somebody protected. So when we call now, we get a much better response. When we say it's James Favel with Bear Clan or Susan Chief with Bear Clan, they pay attention because they recognize that we're credible in the community, and if we're calling, it must be something important, and resources are sent right away. We're not put at the bottom of the queue. So in that way, like, we've seen a 180-degree turn in the way the police address our community issues so far, for at least through us, because again, we've demonstrated we are credible, and so they respect what we're doing, and we're mutually supportive.